What should I call you? Adrian or AA?
Which would you feel more comfortable with?
I'm not quite sure. I want to make you feel comfortable.
I answer to either.
Will you count us down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, please? Once the battery's in.
Yes.
Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right, 2, 1. Why are you called AA Gill?
It's my name.
Is it your real name?
It's a real name.
Will you christen
I mean,
that?
it's not an imaginary name.
So you won't christen that?
Yes, I was christened that.
AA?
Yes.
As in
Adrian
AA?
Anthony.
Oh, right, okay. So you're called Adrian and also AA?
I'm called Adrian Anthony. My mother calls me Adrian. I'm named after the 2 walls that go across Scotland. I was born in Edinburgh. I called myself AA, which is probably actually something I wouldn't do if I was starting all over again. But I started off as an art critic, and I didn't want people to know that at the time there was a lot of talk about whether art, male and female art, were different and were gender biased. And I didn't want anyone to know whether I was a male or a female art critic. The minute I wrote a sentence, it was perfectly obvious that I was me. And also, I think my father quite wanted me to play for England. And that,
At what?
Cricket, obviously. And initials are what cricketers use.
You say you started out as an art critic. Didn't you start out as an artist before the writing?
Oh, I started out as a baby. I mean, I did. I had lots of goes. I started out making bad sandcastles. I did a bit of exploring in gardens, all sorts of things.
Well, tell me about the art, though. Were you an artist?
Yes, I was an artist. Well, I was an artist manqué, really. I worked very hard at being an artist. It was all I ever wanted to do. I wanted to paint. I think probably part of the reason for that was because I'm dyslexic, and you'll find that a lot of dyslexics end up, I can't even say it, dyslexics, end up in the art room, because it's the one place in the school. I mean, it's like Switzerland. It's sort of this neutral place in school that doesn't fight with letters and numbers. You can go to the art room and there's just colour and brushes. So a lot of dyslexic people end up in art rooms, and therefore a lot of the mothers of dyslexics say they're so artistic. And you see, we're not really artistic. We've just gone to Switzerland.
So what happened then with the art? Why did that come to an end? Did it come to an end? Do you still paint?
No, I don't. I got quite good at it. I mean, if you do anything a lot, you get quite good at it. And I got good at the technicality of it. So most art is overcoming a series of problems. Art is a series of constant series of problems, and you either you get over them technically by finding technical ways of tricks to do it, or you have inspirational real ideas of how to get over it. I never had one of those. I just had sleight of hand. So I was quite good at sleight of hand.
Let's talk about journalism. Do you prefer writing about food or about television?
I just like writing. I mean, I don't make a distinction. The subject isn't the point. It's how you write. It's what you find to say about it, what you can glean from it, what you can dissect from it. That's the pleasure in writing. That's why you want to do a 5-minute interview and not a 35-minute interview. I mean, the pleasure is in getting it down and making it into that thing. For me, the pleasure is in getting something into 1,500, 1,200 words. Actually, what I like writing about most is travelling, because I like travelling.
When did you realise you could write and that you could make a career out of it?
Oh no, I like most journalists. I failed into journalism. I mean, I collapsed at everything else. I mean, you find when you can't do anything else, you end up, writing a first-person column.
Do you enjoy being a journalist?
Yeah, I love it. I love it because I think I'm quite good at it, and you just like. It's such a relief, having been so bad at everything from bad sandcastles to exploring to art, that I was, fifth rate at absolutely everything I did until I came to write, and I know exactly where I am in terms of writing. I mean, I'm a good hack. I'm never going to be a great author.
You write novels?
I have written 2 novels. Yeah.
Do you enjoy that?
I adored the novels. They were some of the best fun. It was writing the novels. They're not very good novels.
What do you enjoy about it?
Making up people. I mean, inventing a world and then it's like those little those little stages you had as a child. Well, you probably didn't. You probably had a computer as a child. I had a little cut-out stage where you moved people on pipe cleaners backwards and forwards, and that's what writing a novel's like.
Only 10 seconds to go. You've sometimes caused offence with your writing. Do you ever set out to cause offence? Do you deliberately cause offence?
No, firm but fair is what I am.
That is 5 minutes. Thank you very much.